Alright, I wanted to make a quick video to show you how to make it's called a portable air conditioner, the one that I seen. I'm going to call it a swamp cooler. Anyways, first of all, you need a bucket. Any 5-gallon bucket will work. This next, you don't have to have the styrofoam liner, but since I couldn't find anything else, I got this. It's a bait bucket for fishing, and then I'll simply discard the lid. Oh, that's not supposed to be in there. I'll discard the lid, and then this bait bucket fits down in here fairly snug. Okay, and then I'll have to cut this piece in half and try to get a little bit square cuts on the end of it, and then I'll have 3 pieces here, and we're going to drill 3 holes in this and stick those in the front. And then what we're going to do is, you can use any house fan that's small enough to fit on this lid. This is just a fan that my neighbor gave me, so since it has no stand or anything else, I'm going to use it. So it fits just about perfect on there. And then you'll need a pair of snips to cut that out. If you just get a fan from the store, obviously you won't need to cut the cord or anything. And you're going to need a marker to mark around in there. And then you need a drill and a hole saw and some ice. So I'll get started and then I'll give you an update. Alright, so now I've got my fan traced onto the lid, and I'm going to go get my hole saw, and I'm just going to punch a hole through the lid with the hole saw so that I can get in there with these snips and cut that out. And at the same time, I'll go ahead and poke a few holes in the side of it real quick also. I'm using 1.5 inch pipe, so I believe this has a 2-inch outside diameter. I'll double check that real quick first, and then I'll give you an update. Okay, so I have the hole cut in the lid so that the fan will fit on it, and I got my 3 pieces of PVC pipe. This is, by the way, a 1 7/8 outside diameter. So I didn't have a 1 7/8 or even a 2-inch hole saw, or not even 1.5 inches. I had 1.25 inches. So I cut them to 1.25 inches, and then I took this router and I took this stop off of it, and I routed them out that big, little bit at a time, until I could get this to fit in. And it fits kind of snug. Let's see if I can get one to go in there. Okay, so, and it's snug in some places, and then there's a gap in other places, as you can see. So it's supposed to have, or it will have, 3 of those. So what I'm going to use is a little bit of silicone around that to seal that up. This stuff dries in 30 minutes or something. So before you put those in, it would be wise to have your styrofoam. If you choose to use one of these, it'd be ideal if it didn't have this taper on the bottom of it, but then it would hold more ice. But before you put your pieces of PVC pipe on there to create your little vents, it would be wise to have this down in there. Otherwise, if you leave it sticking into your bucket any at all, that styrofoam is not going to fit down in there. So I'll get to work assembling this, and then we'll see how it works. Alright, here's the finished product. Got our 3 1.5 outlets, and I put silicone around all 3 of them. It's kind of pointing down a little bit. And this is the fan that I used. My neighbor gave it to me, so it's actually a DC fan, but I wired this cord up. Something for me to use at work. Survive these hot summers here. It's got 8 screws holding it on to the lid of the bucket. Let's see if I can get this dang thing back open now. Oh, the fan didn't have anything as a guard, so I put a piece of screen over the top of it with some zip ties. And here we go. Okay, so there's the underside of the lid, there's the inside of the bucket. Okay, and then the only thing that we have left to do is put some ice in it. So, turn it on. The fan motor itself doesn't have an on-off switch, so that'll work out okay, because I'm going to plug it into a surge protector that I have underneath of the table that I work at work, and just turn it on and off like that. But even though I'm in an air-conditioned house, the cold air coming out of it feels nice. Total cost to build this thing for me was just, today anyways, $3 for that bait bucket. If you bought everything, you bought the bucket, a little bit of PVC pipe, you can probably find this somewhere, but the bucket $5, I don't know, I think a 10-foot stick of PVC pipe's only like $3 or $5 or something. The bait bucket $3, and then to get a decent fan, the only one that I saw that moved any kind of air, which I would definitely want something that pushed out some good air, was $27, but they have them for $10, so it's whatever your budget is. You could easily build one of these for under $30, or you could build a little bit nicer one for $40. This right here only cost me $3 for the bait bucket in there, because I already had all this other stuff laying around. So now we'll get a bag of ice and dump it in there and see if it makes a difference. Alright, so we have our bag of ice now. I went ahead and filled the styrofoam insert that I put in there, filled it up. Now we'll place the lid back on it and turn it on. Let's see. I think it's working. It feels pretty cool. So anyways, that is how you make a swamp cooler, air conditioner, whatever you want to call it. Thanks for watching. Please like my videos and subscribe.